Have you ever watched someone genuinely enjoy studying for an exam or get excited about a brutal workout and thought, what is wrong with them? Because most of us don't experience hard things that way. Most of us avoid them, delay them, negotiate with ourselves about them. And yet, some people seem almost addicted to difficulty. So what do they know that you don't? Here's the twist. It's not personality. It's not discipline. It's not even motivation. It's something much more interesting. It's how they've trained their brain to interpret hard things. Your brain, by default, is a comfort-seeking machine. It's wired to conserve energy, avoid uncertainty, and flag anything difficult as a potential threat. That's not a flaw. That's millions of years of very successful survival programming. But here's the problem. The modern world rewards people who can override that programming. And the good news, you can. Neuroscientists call it cognitive reappraisal, which is a fancy way of saying your brain can be taught to reframe what a hard thing means before it decides how to feel about it. Think of it like this. Imagine you're standing at the bottom of a steep hill. Your brain's first message is, this is going to hurt. But what if, instead, you taught it to send the message, this is where I get stronger? Same hill, completely different brain chemistry. One produces dread. The other actually produces a small hit of dopamine, the motivation molecule, just from anticipating the challenge. Smart people, and by smart, I don't mean high IQ, I mean psychologically wise. They do this almost automatically, not because they were born that way, but because somewhere along the line, they had enough small wins inside hard things that their brain started connecting difficulty with reward. And once that connection is made, it becomes a loop. They do hard things, they grow, they feel good, they seek more hard things. That loop is learnable. James Clear, in his work on habit formation, talks about how identity precedes behavior. You don't do hard things consistently because you're disciplined. You do them because you've started to see yourself as someone who does hard things. That subtle identity shift changes everything. Your brain stops fighting the task and starts protecting the identity. Here's what that looks like in real life. It's not waking up on day one and loving a cold shower. It's doing it for 3 days and noticing quietly that you kept a promise to yourself. That tiny moment of self-trust, that's the foundation. Stack enough of those and the brain stops dreading hard things and starts craving the feeling that comes after them. The people who seem like they love difficulty aren't emotionless robots. They feel the resistance too. They just don't negotiate with it. They've learned that the discomfort at the start of a hard thing is not a stop sign. It's just the brain buffering before it loads something great. So the next time something hard sits in front of you and every part of you wants to scroll, snack, or sleep instead, pause for just a second. Ask yourself, what does getting through this say about me? Because that question isn't just motivational, it's neurological. It rewires the story your brain tells itself, and that's where it all begins. If this made you think differently about how your brain works, drop a comment. I'd love to know what your hard thing is right now.